just wanted to come on here and do a quick chat. I was actually inspired by Cece's Passion is My Fashion. She's recently done a few videos where she talked about her issues with YouTube. So I had briefly mentioned this in my post. If you go to my channel, I did talk about this briefly in my post, right? But a lot of people don't read the post. So I was inspired by Cece to just come on here and say some of the issues that I too was having with YouTube. And yes, I have my notes here because I don't want to forget, you know, menopause brain. One thing that's been going on since I've been on YouTube off and on, every once in a while they will pick one of my videos and say that it's clickbait, and therefore they will not advertise it on Google Ads. Your YouTube videos get advertised through Google Ads, which you pay for a certain amount. You can pay a certain whatever amount you want on each video for them to advertise, and that's how you get your views and your subscribers and things like that. So periodically you will see me change my thumbnail. One time I had to change my thumbnail like 4 or 5 times before they would approve it. Y'all know good and well I don't do no clickbait. Whatever my thumbnail says is in the video is in the actual video. I don't do that, okay? So I just want to let y'all know, when y'all see me doing that, it is not me trying to get you to re-watch the same video. So I just want y'all to know that, okay? The second thing is, last month I put up, and this one is the one that makes me the most angry. Last month I went to the African American History Museum here in Washington, D.C. If you don't know, I do live here in Maryland, part of the DMV, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. And because there were so many talks of this administration wanting to change the items or whatever that was being shown in some of these museums, I was like, let me get my behind down there now, ASAP, before any of those changes are made. Because one thing we all know is that you cannot change history, okay? Yesterday is your history. You cannot change one thing that you did yesterday that you might regret. It's a part of your story, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. So I was so proud to post this National African American History Museum video. One, because it is, of course, a part of my history. 2, because a lot of people may want to see this museum, but for whatever reason, they cannot get to the museum. They live too far away, they can't fly, they're sick and shut in, they just can't afford to come, whatever reason. So that was a very proud moment for me to go to this museum. I wasn't just going for me in London, I was going for everybody in the world who wanted to see what was a part of this museum. I showed the good things like sports and some of our favorite shows, right? I showed the bad things, the negative things as well, okay? Like slavery, which is the worst part of American history as far as I'm concerned. And I wanted to show it all. I'm not going to just show the good parts of American history, because the museum didn't show just the good parts. Why would I only show the good parts? You have to show the entire thing, okay? America has some amazingly wonderful parts to its history, right? Barack Obama, Thurgood Marshall, you know, all of those, Ben Carson, Madam C.J. Walker, just so many good parts to our African American history. But there are also bad, negative parts. So when I first posted the video, the numbers were going up really good right away. Then suddenly they stopped. So I saw the highest viewership that I saw on that video was 888, on its way to 1,000, right? That's good. So the next day I looked at it, or a couple days later I checked, and the views had gone down to 875. How does that happen? Then the next day, immediately, I checked again. The viewership went down to 864. And that's when I started taking pictures, right? So I'm gonna show you when the viewership was at its lowest. Now, I pay attention to the views on all of my videos, right? But just to see, generally speaking, but because this video was so important to me, I was tracking the views specifically. So let me show you. Museum tour, and you can see the views, 864. So that's when it was at its lowest. That's when I started being pissed and freaking out, because that means that somebody, a human being, was siphoning off my views from that particular video. I did get a notice, I did get an email that video had shocking content. So that's why they wouldn't advertise it. The video, yes, the video had shocking content. Imagine living through it. I imagine living through it was a little more shocking to the people actually going through it. It wasn't just content for them. It was real life. And it cannot be erased, no matter who tries to erase it. So apparently somebody complained about that video, because like I said, it was on its way to 1,000 views, then suddenly stopped. Not only did it stop, somebody started siphoning off the views. I guess they thought I wouldn't notice, but I did. I became so angry, so I wrote about it on my post. If you go to my page, you look on my post, you'll see it. Guess what happened, y'all? As soon as I wrote it on my post, there was no more siphoning. There was no more siphoning. It didn't go below 864, which lets me know, which verifies that a human being behind the scenes at YouTube was going in and removing views. One thing about a video, the views do not go down. They either stay where they are or they go up. The views don't, if somebody watched your video, they watched your freaking video and it counts. So this got me to thinking, with them siphoning the views from that video, what about the other videos that I don't pay attention to specifically? You know what I mean? What is going on with that? Anyway, I was sad. I was angry. I was so frustrated. I wanted to quit that day. Because I'm like, how dare you? How dare you? YouTube is YouTube. Your life, which you want to show within reason. And to me, that was in reason. It's no different than if I go to the Native American. There's a Native American museum downtown. I also plan on going to that museum to show the artifacts and things from that museum as well. We know that this is their original land. I'm going to go down there, but right now the museums are closed because of the government shutdown. However, as of today, I know they're working on the government shutdown. I think it's technically kind of ended today. I'm not sure. Today is Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day. But anyway, I decided not to quit because I was this close. I was this close. Yes, because of that video, because of the unfairness, because of the audacity, because of the crookedness, if you will, Like my little channel, why are you messing with me? I'm not even monetized yet. So why do you care how many views I get on that video? But again, I think somebody complained about that video because they cut off the advertising for it. And now the views are slowly creeping back up. Slowly creeping back up. I think they're at 870 something now. Anyway, that never should have happened. Which brings me to my next thing. No, I'm still not monetized. But with them stealing, like I said, with them stealing those views from that video, were they stealing views from other videos to keep me from being monetized? I just don't know. 2 years ago, I just knew I was going to be monetized. That line was there. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to get monetized. Oh my God, I'm about to get monetized. No, never got monetized. It's like the line keeps moving. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they keep moving the line for me. And last year, I went into my YouTube studio and the number 4,000 was on my screen. That's what you need to get monetized. You need to get 4,000 viewing hours. You need to get 1,000 subscribers. I'm well over 1,000 subscribers. I am 5,000 plus subscribers. And first of all, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And plus, I do enjoy still doing the videos. I still enjoy doing the hauls. So, but yeah, it said it was at 4,000 on the screen. So I contacted Google. Can't really get anyone at YouTube. There's a YouTube feature on your screen where you can do a chat. But you're getting a human being, good luck. But you can talk to somebody from Google Ads. I talked to somebody from Google Ads and somehow they explained it away. I couldn't understand it, but what am I supposed to do? You monetize me, can't do that. So I just had to take it for whatever they made up. I just had to deal with it. So that brings me to, let's check out where I never look at my watch time hours anymore, by the way, because it's like, once you've been there, you thought you were getting it, and then another time you thought you were getting it, and then nothing happens, you kind of just like lose hope a little bit. But anyway, so let's look at my YouTube analytics right now. So these are the views. You see that arrow is going up and it's green. That's what we always want right there, that arrow going up. So you see my views are really good. But then my watch time hours, it says 996 between October 14th and November 10th. And then it says subscribers, -13. When I just got an email from them saying that I just got more subscribers. I just got this recap from YouTube Studio 12 hours ago. Let me click on it. So this is what it says. 10,000 people tuned into me last week. And you see at the bottom, it says I got 5 new subscribers. This one, actually clicking on the YouTube Studio is just making me think I lost 13 subscribers, which is very possible. People do unsubscribe. But it's not lifting me up by telling me that I gained 5 new subscribers. Y'all understand what I'm saying? But the message, the automatic message that I got, that I showed you, told me that I got 5 new subscribers. So it can be very disheartening. I'm going to show you revenue, how much you're earning. As you guys can see, I am not monetized, okay? This is the last 6 months. Y'all can see that. I hope I'm not holding it too close. It also lets you know how people are watching you. Computer, laptop, cell phone, TV. So this is my data on that. Y'all can see that. So most people watch me on TV. 66% watch me on a big screen. That's cool. 21% on their phones, 5% on their computers, and on a tablet. That's pretty cool. Okay, and this is my age demographic. It's always fun to see these things. This is my age demographic. Can y'all see that? I can see the ring light getting in the way. So my biggest group that watches me is ages 25 through 34. Then it's 35 through 44, 27%. Then it's 45 through 54, 10%. Then it's 55 through 64, 5%. So only 5% of people in my age group, 55 or 60 through 64, watch me. Then it's 65 and plus, 3%. And 1%, 13 through 17, which is good because I don't understand why they wouldn't watch me anyway. But yeah, and now let me see the countries. Okay. Oh, okay, this is good. So these are the genders. Still mostly male, but more females are watching me now and subscribe to my channel. So I really like that. 56% male, 44% female. That's really good. That's really good. And now let's look at, this is what I love to look at, the geography. What countries? So this is, y'all can see the numbers and the countries. And look at how low the United States is. Almost at the bottom of the United States. So Venezuela, India, Egypt, Pakistan, Indonesia, Algeria, Iraq, Vietnam, the United States, and Bolivia. Wow. Wow, that's exciting because people all over the world are tuning into you. If I do become monetized, believe me, I will let you guys know. Okay, so enough about YouTube. I just wanted to get that out. This is another issue that I want to talk to you guys about. This is a personal issue. My son is 38. If I only have a son and a daughter, my son is 38, my daughter is 34. If you have been watching me for a while, whether you're subscribed or unsubscribed, then you know that I've talked about my health as I went through my doctor's appointments over the summer. And I told you guys that my father passed away from diabetes in his 20s, his late 20s. Yeah. Well, my son just found out that he has diabetes. Diabetes is on my father's side, not my mother's side. For a couple years now, when I would see my son, like, first of all, my son, tall and thin, always been tall as thin. His father's tall and thin. I used to be tall and thin. So naturally tall and thin. But for the last couple of years, it's like, you even notice when naturally thin people lose weight, right? You do. The people in your life, you know when they lose weight. And he had just lost so much weight. I was like, what? What's wrong with you, Sean? Because, you know, I would try to talk to him. I was like, Sean, what's going on with you? You're so skinny. He blew me off. He would blow me off literally blow me off all the time and just walk out the room. Every time I see him, almost every time I would say, you know, you're a mother, you're gonna ask your children if they look sick or whatever, you're gonna say something to them. And for 2 years, I would ask him, he would just blow me off. And so he finally took himself to the doctors. But guess what? By then it was too late. It was too late. So he blasted it on Facebook. He was over here one day and he blasted it on my Facebook channel. He actually wants me to ask my subscribers and whoever watches to pray for him. If you believe in the Lord and you believe in prayer and you believe that prayer works, I'm asking you to pray for my son. He is one of those men that just wouldn't go to the doctors. He is still alive, but he did look like he was at death's door. He has to take insulin several times a day. But yeah, he still has a long road to go. He is one of those people who really doesn't like to listen. to people, never has. So of course we've had issues throughout, but I do love my son and I do want him to survive. Yes, it's that serious. His health is that serious. I named him after me and his father. My name is Sharnita. His father's name is Anthony. I named him Sean Anthony. So there you go. Yeah, so I appreciate all of you in advance. I just want to say, at my job, you know, the shutdown and the people losing their jobs and all of that stuff, that unfortunately is going on at my job as well. They just sent out a mass email. Some people got good news, some people got bad news. Some people will be laid off effective the end of this month, November 30th, the holiday season. I am one of the ones that they are keeping. From what we figured out, it seems like it's a seniority thing. I have been on my job for 14 years. I have been on this job for 14 years. In fact, this is the longest I have been on any job. But yeah, so my heart goes out to my fellow coworkers and to any of you out there watching who are losing their jobs, who have already lost their jobs due to this new administration. I am praying for you as well. And yeah. Thank you so much for all your support, whether you are a subscriber, whether you just come through and visit. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, have a good day, everybody.